Today we are with a brand new Peugeot 208 208 facelift 2024. This is the Allure version. Hybrid is for the first time when Peugeot bring on 2008 a hybrid system. It's basically a mild hybrid system, but still very useful and much better. And also Peugeot claim that they improve with 15% the economy, efficiency, and also the emissions. And in this video I'm super excited to test it out because I'm a big fan of this car. I was a big fan from the previous version that you can see it right there, and also I'm a big fan of this 208 when it comes to this class, this subcompact class city cars. I think it's one of the most attractive, one of the most beautiful, easy to drive and fun to drive car that you can get it on the market these days. Anyway, we will talk about that, and we will talk about even more details, technical data, material quality, space in a different video. So if you want to see that video, I will have a full review with the same car, interior, exterior, everything about the car you will find out in that video. In this video is just about driving. I will drive the car and I will give you all the feedbacks and information on how it's on the road. If you want to see the full electric version, right there, I already filmed it. If the videos are not already on the channel, will come soon, so stay close to see it. Comes with keyless entrance. That means when you come close to the car, it will unlock the doors for you. Electric adjustable mirrors, folding mirrors. You can lock it and unlock it from here. Very simple, just like that. You can turn on the lights if you want from the button. This is useful in the nighttime when you don't find your car. Here it comes with 16-inch wheels, incredible nice wheels. This is something new that Peugeot bring it on this new facelift version of 2208, and it looks lovely. It comes with a new logo in the middle, very nice rims, also quite aerodynamic, so they improved the aerodynamic from the previous version, so that's really good also for the consumption. Winter tires, 16-inch wheels. We have here brake disc on the rear, ventilated brake disc on the front, and yeah, that's it. Let's go inside and let's talk a little bit more inside there. This is the Allure version. It's not top of the range, it's the middle range version. We will talk about all the version in different videos, but the seats have kind of a textile material in the middle with leather on the side. Manual adjustable seats, normal pedals. Let me go inside. It's also quite cold outside today. Let me put the key here because you have start stop engine button right here. Let me put the seat belt, and in the meanwhile, while we are talking, I will start the engine. Press the brake, and right now the engine is on. I will leave it roll for a bit, and then we will start driving until I give you the technical data. By the way, if you want to see the car, if you are in Switzerland, around Switzerland, check out Emil Frey in Mosedorf. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen. So if you want to see the car, test drive the car, buy it, check them out. Super nice people, and they have all the new Peugeots here, and not only, also they have a lot of used cars, so you can basically check them out. The version that I have with me, Allure, I told you already, and I have the 1.2 liter petrol engine. This is the hybrid version. For the first time, I'm super excited to drive it and to see how it runs. Plus, the price of the car, basis entry-level price of this Allure is 25,650 francs here at Emil Frey, but with all these options right here that we will talk about in a different video, like navigation, driving pack. This is important. Pack driving assist plus, I will show you, and I really recommend you to get it for only 350 francs. You can have lane assist, adaptive cruise control, and all that autopilot stuff. I will show you in a second when we start driving. Keyless entrance also, and start stop system 400, wireless charging for your phone around here, and with all these options the price will go up to 28,670 francs. But here at Emil Frey, because this is a demo car, you have 1,440 francs discount, so the final price will be 27,870 francs. Pretty good price. In other countries the price is much better than that, but for what this car offers in Switzerland, it's pretty good. I will give you even more technical data. So very important, it comes with a 1.2 liter petrol engine, 3 cylinders in line, combined with one electric motor that it's integrated into the transmission. Plus it's connected with a 6-speed automatic transmission, so it should be pretty easy to drive it. It's for the first time when I drive it, so I'm super excited. 100 horsepower, it's the maximum power of the car. 100 horsepower, 205 newton meters, 193 km/h top speed, 0 to 100 in 9.8 seconds. CO2 emission 105 grams, 4.5 liters is the estimated consumption. I will reset it and we will see the consumption also for my trip. And the battery capacity, because this is super important, it's 0.89 kilowatt hour, 48 volt battery, lithium battery, pretty big, I should say. Should be really useful, and I'm really curious how it works, and I will explain you also as we drive. The car comes with independent McPherson suspension on the front and elastic beam suspension on the rear, ventilated brake disc on the front and normal brake disc on the rear. So those are the most important technical data. I will stop the climatic system because I want to do the test without the climatic system. Anyway, the new multimedia system, I have a separate video for it. If you want to see it, check it out. Really good multimedia system. Also navigation is great, so nothing to say about that. Basically the car is starting right now, it's on, but it's stopped completely, the petrol engine, because right now it's running with a battery. It's a hybrid right now, so this is great stuff. From here you change different driving modes. So you have eco mode, normal mode and sport mode. We will try all three modes in this video. Electric handbrake, this is awesome. The only thing that it's missing in this car, and I wish to have, it's an auto hold function. This is something that I wish to have. Behind the steering wheel down here you have the stalk for adjusting autopilot, and I will show you how it works. Lane assist, cruise control, all that stuff. Adjustable physical buttons from here, super easy. You can also see this digital cockpit that's completely digital, and you can adjust different views from here. You can see navigation in the front, and you can see basically the map. That's great. You can see the energy and what happened with the energy in real time, because now it has a battery finally, and then you can see when it's recuperate energy and when it used the energy and how much battery you have there. So that will be interesting. And then you can see the dials if you want to see the dials like in a classic way, and you can see on the right side not only the speed but also what happened with the power and when it's charged and discharged. We will try to change those two as well. And first of all, let's start with the energy because I want to see how it works. Other than that, I saw that the visibility around the windows, around the mirrors is the same as on the previous version, so basically it's pretty good. Nothing to say here. I love the fact that they tilt this screen to the driver, so this is good. The steering wheel is great, the same small, easy to use steering wheel. Plus, this is the shift-by-wire transmission, 6-speed automatic transmission, very simple to put it in gears, put it in park. And you have this M button. If you press M, you have those pedals. So from here, from behind the steering wheel, you can change the gears manually to have some fun like in a sporty car. Cool, let's drive it. Press the brake, put it in drive mode, and let's drive it for the first time. Hybrid version of Peugeot 208. It starts immediately once I put it in drive and I press the acceleration, the electronic handbrake disengage. And right now, hear this out. Right now the car, it's driving only in electric mode, so basically it's acting like a full hybrid. Check this out. Right now we drive only in electric mode, only in electric mode. Wow, it's still driving in electric mode. Press the acceleration harder and then I hear the petrol engine. Wow, it's nice. It feels really interesting. Right now the petrol engine is on. When I release the pedal, the acceleration pedal, check this out. Accelerate, release the acceleration pedal. Right now the car is recuperate the energy back into the battery. So you really feel that. You don't have any options to change the regenerative brake power, so that's something interesting. You already have some regenerative brake already when you release the pedal, and right now you feel the regenerative brake, and it's quite powerful. It's like almost like you're driving in. By the way, let's see the suspensions. Wow, quite nice. It's like you're driving in B mode, you know, some E, for example, the electric version of 208 have the B mode here, so you press the B and will recuperate some energy. It feels kind of the same. It feels pretty powerful. I mean, it's almost like, check this out, release, I don't even need to press the brakes. It almost go to a stop. You just have to press the brake because it's not one pedal drive, a proper one pedal drive, but still pretty powerful. I didn't expect that. So even though it has such a small battery, it's pretty basically a full hybrid. So it's act completely like a full hybrid. So it has a motor, it has a petrol engine and a battery. Right now the petrol engine is on and it's pretty silent, and now I feel you hear the electric motor when it's running. Man, it's still, I miss so much driving this 208. It's so fun to drive, it's so light, it's so nice. I really enjoy it. Man, the cool part is that basically I didn't even just a few times touch the brake when I have to stop there, but now here, anticipating the traffic, you basically can use only the acceleration pedal, and you just anticipate the traffic and recuperate the energy back. You see, now just press the acceleration, release the acceleration, the car will recuperate the energy, and I saw the traffic, so I can release. Oh, I forget to reset the consumption, by the way. Current drive, this is one. Let's reset the consumption right now because this is really important. Trip 1, yeah, let's don't forget. You see, I just released the acceleration, and then the car is regenerated. You hear the electric engine, you can hear it. It has a sound added to it, and I think this is also a European regulation because when you drive in super silent, the people won't hear you, and animals, and what kind of living beings are around the car. But that's why right now we basically drive in electric mode. How cool is that? That's fantastic for the traffic. That's fantastic when you're driving in a city. That's fantastic when you drive in a crowded place. Now the petrol engine kick in, but it's super useful in the city. So yeah, basically this is a full hybrid. It's not a mild hybrid. I correct that. Even though some information was confused on the internet, now after I drive it, I can definitely tell you this is a full hybrid. So many information are wrong online because mild hybrid will never allow you to drive in electric mode so much. And basically now we recuperate energy. I'm so happy to see a full hybrid in the brand new Peugeot 208. That's something that make the car even much better than before, and even more complete, I should say. You hear it right now. I'm focused on this system and not too much on sound insulation and all other stuff, but I will give you also information about that as we go in the video. But I'm super excited because it's for the first time when I drive it, and I'm really curious about it because I'm a big fan of full hybrids. Now, one thing it's clear that I noticed until now is not as smooth as the one from Toyota, for example, where you have that super crazy smoothness when it comes to full hybrids. You can basically hear sometimes when it makes these transitions there, where on Toyota sometimes you don't hear it or feel it. And here basically what I like the most is that the insulation between the motor and inside the cabin is pretty good, because the motor, when it's running, it's also pretty silent. The sound insulation from outside, it's fine. On 2008 seems to be a little bit better from what I experienced. Now this traffic here, it's incredible good for our test for a full hybrid. Basically it's good that we catch this traffic at this time, because now we can understand a little bit better what will be the consumption. Right now the car is running in electric mode and it's silent. It's nice. And probably because it's so silent, you can hear more noise from outside, and that's why I told you about the sound insulation. But basically we will drive a little bit higher on the highway and we will see, because I can make an idea until now, just a little bit. Now this is the interior of the car in the nighttime. Basically, if I remember well, it has also some ambient light, but you have to go into the settings and here brightness, cockpit brightness. Oh, they didn't have that. Probably the GT version have the ambient light in the dashboard and on the doors, on the front doors here. It's quite nice. I like how they position this screen. It's perfectly positioned, perfectly tilted, and also on your peripheral view it's perfectly array, so even in the nighttime it's dim out, and it's a nice screens. Nice position. I love the fact that they bring the same size of the seats here from 2008, for example, and this is crazy comfortable here. It's like driving a bigger car inside, and comfortable, but outside you have this small agile car. And I think it's so fun to drive a 208. It's incredible fun. I like. Also, I think it's helped by this steering wheel that's crazy light and nice, and love it. I mean, it's probably one of the best small city cars out there that you can buy, and the price is not bad at all. Now we're still driving in electric mode. Check out, it shows you there that you're driving in electric mode and you're using the battery, and it's still with blue, so you can see the blue graphic. If I accelerate a little bit stronger, the petrol engine kick in, and you can see it with white. It shows you with white when the petrol engine is kicking in. Right now with green, you see when the car recuperates the energy back into the battery. It's fantastic. I mean, a full hybrid, it's fantastic for traffic when you go home from work. It will save you so much money. Because if I had, you see the battery, it's almost empty down there, but if the battery was full in the beginning when we start this traffic, you drive basically here only in electric mode, so that would be super cool. Let's see the consumption until now. Trip 1, basically 4.3 liter consumption until now, so it's not bad. Like how much traffic we had until here. We drive only in eco mode. We will change those driving modes. Oh my god, this sun, it's so strong. Sorry about that, guys. This is really bad for the test drive. Now, by the way, let's see I'm really curious, the wipers. Yeah, the wipers are pretty good. They are silent, so the quality of the wipers is quite nice as well. Now you have even more reflections. Anyway, they will be gone in a second. But yeah, pretty silent. Anyway, you can hear the engine. And the petrol engine kick in. Now the car did a very good transition right now. It's just transit, quite smooth. I'm really curious when you accelerate a little bit more aggressive, how the car will do the transition between them. But until now, yeah, I should say it's pretty nice. Not as smooth as a Toyota full hybrid, but nice, and also pretty quick. You press the pedal and it's pretty responsive. The transmission seems to be good, linked to those motors. Man, this sun, it's crazy. Now we go on the highway. Now press the brake, the car will regenerate the energy back into the battery. Yeah, nice. Until now it's pretty nice. Yeah, let's see. You see the consumption go to 6.8 right now in this moment. But it's fine, it's normal. We need a little bit more time. Now we can change the driving mode. Let's go in sport mode. Normal, sport mode. Right now we are in sport mode. I'm really curious how the car will react, and also the acceleration pedal. I already feel a little bit more sensitive. The acceleration pedal. The position, man, it's so unique. This position, driving position from a Peugeot, it's so cool and so unique. Oh, in the curves it stays so fun. You have those side supports that hold you pretty well on the seats, that hold your back really, really good. We can go out of this traffic. Let's go back to eco mode because we cannot accelerate right here. We catch this traffic, but I find a way to get rid of it, and then we'll be better. It's just here that we have to go inside, and then we get rid of it. I can go in and I can change the lanes, and we go. Yeah, let's go back to sport. Oh, not bad. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I like it. Definitely like it. Not bad acceleration. And the transmission, it's quite good. The brakes, let's see here in curves. The brakes are good. Wow. Nice, 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 nice. Pretty nice. And now it's running on electric. And the battery, look at this, it's 80% already. It's charged the battery while we accelerate there, and probably the consumption go higher to 8.4 liter right now. Is normal, but now put it in eco mode, the car will roll most of the time in electric. Yeah. And you can see also there with what it's running. Right now the petrol engine is running. So visibility wise it's great, comfort it's incredible. Also I love this new technology, the digital screen with so much information, useful information there. Also the navigation, the map, you can see there, you can change it from here basically, and you can have, for example, navigation right there and the map in the middle. You can have also a lot of driving information. For example, right now on driving information, by the way, check this out, you can set up the speed, and the car, where is it? Here is the lane assist. On the side you have a button here on the downside, and the car now basically it stays between the lane, it's accelerating, it's braking, depending what the car in front will do, and all you have to do is just set it up from here. The lane keeping assist, you set it up from here from a button, and then here you have the stalks that set up the speed, and the cruise control, it's active right now, and the car will accelerate, will brake, depending what the car in front will do, and it can go even with higher speed. And you can see in the front a nice graphic there. Of course, in the same time you can see other information like the dials, and when you activate the dials you can see also nice on the dials when the car is driving eco, when it uses power, and when it's recuperate energy. It warns you from time to time to put your hands on the steering wheel, but it works really good. I tested yesterday, I tested on the new 2008, and it works so good. I mean, this Autopilot from Peugeot, the new Autopilot and cruise control and all that safety features, they are working so good. At least when the lanes are visible on the highway, it's almost super almost perfect, almost like Tesla. Only when you take big curves, you will see when you take big curves, then it has a little bit of undecision. It's not so good, but at least on the highway it's super good. And you can see right now it's basically drive itself, it's accelerating, it's braking, it's do the job itself. So I don't even need to touch. You can see right now, don't even need to touch the pedals. It's braking automatically and it's recuperating the energy back into the battery. And we can see that as well if we bring back that energy view where it shows you the car and what happened with energy. Right now it's driving only with electric motor. So right now when you see the blue here, that means the car is driving on electric mode. And now kicking the petrol engine, wow, it's incredible. I mean, when you drive like low speed, you hear when they make the transition between the petrol engine and the electric motor. But when you drive at higher speeds, for example right now 80, 90 or over 60, 50 km per hour, you don't feel when they make the transition. So if I'm not looking there, I don't know which is working. Yeah, also seems to be pretty silent, the petrol engine. The sound insulation, I definitely hear a little bit of wind noise from outside. It seems to be better on Peugeot 2008, but also seems to be a little bit better on electric 208. So I'm really curious to test the GT version. Maybe it's my opinion, maybe it's just an illusion. It's fine, but you hear a little bit of wind, probably because it drives also quite silent. I'm not sure. Yeah, from 1 to 10, I don't know, around 7, probably around there, the sound insulation. I'm still trying to understand it. Until the end of the video I will give you a better feedback, and also I will try to drive a little bit faster to understand it even more. But at 100 km per hour, from down, the sound insulation is great. I mean, you barely hear any noise from tires, even though the car have winter tires. But up here in this area seems to hear a little bit of wind, a little bit of noise. The armrest, it's perfect. You can adjust it like that. It's just perfect physical button, easy to adjust everything. Nothing to complain from this point of view. You can see the Autopilot, it's still working, it's still driving itself. Perfectly view right there on the navigation. Physical button here for climatic system. You can turn it on, off from here. It's super simple. You just press it once, you set the temperature, and the climatic system, it's on right now, so you don't have to go into the menu and try to search things around there. It's so simple to turn it off and on. It's just like that. Turn it off, just press it like that, and that's it. Now, driving at 100 seems to be pretty fine. The car is doing without any problem. It's rolling really nice and smooth. Let's go outside here. Also the turning signal sound, it's pretty nice. It's quite a deep sound, pretty interesting. It's easy to drive, it's so fun. In curves, the car, it's incredible fun to drive. The grip on the steering wheel and the side supports and the position of driving, it's so good. And right now, look at this, I just used the acceleration pedal, just accelerate and release. And the car, it's basically, look at this, I don't even, now usually I have to press the brake, but no, I just, look at this, I just release the leg, and the regenerative brake, it's pretty powerful. It's already powerful, you cannot change how hard to be, but from my point of view it's more than powerful, so you don't even need more than that. Ooh, that's nice. We are in eco mode. Let's go back to sport mode. Maybe we can accelerate a little bit when we go outside on the highway, if we have some place. Now you have to press the brake a little bit when you stop. Wow, wow, it's so fun. The turning signal, the turning circle, it's so small and it's so fun and it's so easy. Even in sport mode, the engine is pretty silent. It's quite silent. Let's see here again, some curves. What? It's cool. It's so cool in those curves. It feels quite nice, quite sporty. And even if you have 100 horsepower, it feels more than enough power. It feels like it feels like you have more than enough power. Even now I accelerate to 100, no problem. Even though if the car didn't give you the 0 to 100 super fast, it gives you plenty of power, up to 120 km/h. I think you don't have any problem. It has more than enough power, because combine these two engines, I know there are so many people complaining about 3 cylinders, small engine, stuff like that, but when it's a hybrid system, it's a difference. It has also an electric motor that help this petrol engine, so it's other story. So the power, it feels really good. It feels really powerful. So let's see now on the highway. We go back here. Go to 100. If you want to pass other cars in sport mode, yeah, you have the power, but over 100 km/h it starts to struggle a little bit when you press the acceleration. So if you need more power, you probably have to go for the powerful version. But from my point of view, if you're a person that just want to drive normal to work and home and in the city, groceries, stuff like that, even sometimes in holidays, I think, yeah, it's more than enough power. But if you are someone that need more power, you want to drive high speed on the highway most of the time, probably you should go for a higher version. But look how easy it is to set up the cruise control from down here, and now the car will do the job for you. Stay between the lanes, accelerate, braking, keeping the speed and the distance in front. It's just like that. If I go back, let me go on the first lane, just like that, and the car will basically now press it, stop it, and activate itself when it sees the lane right now, and then that's it. And the car will do the job. Stay between the lanes, accelerate, brake. Super useful stuff, super. And the great part is that I totally recommend you to get this option. I think it's 350 francs in Switzerland, depending which country you are, but totally deserve to get this option if you can do that, because it will help you a lot. It's so useful and it's so safe. It helps you a lot in many situations. Other than that, it's pretty nice. Let me go on the second lane, because here they drive quite slow. Activate again the autopilot, and then the car will do the job for me. Smooth and nice. And you can see we drive 94, and the sound insulation is pretty good. Yeah, I should say from 1 to 10, around 7 I will give it for the sound insulation. It's not the best, but not the worst, so you hear a little bit of wind. The good part is that you hear a little bit of noise from outside, but you don't hear the petrol engine. And right now it's running. Basically, sometimes at those kind of speeds you don't know when the petrol engine is running or the electric motor is running. so that's a good thing. Also not too many, yeah, let's say not too many vibration inside the cabin. Now it's still running 104, smooth and nice. Look at this, it drives itself in a nice way. It can go even a little bit backward, just like that. Now look at this, smooth and nice. It's doing lovely, really, it's doing lovely. Yeah, good stuff. Autopilot pretty good, and we drive 104, but it seems to be silent now. Probably was windy on the other side, probably was a little bit windy, I think that, because now the sound insulation seems to be better, and I drive 104 km/h. It's a little bit, the speed it's a little bit higher right now, but it seems to be silenter. No, it's fine, it's just fine. Really cool. And also it's a great cruiser at 100 km/h. Doesn't seem like the car is struggling. I will try to go, because these highways around here you can drive faster than 100 or 120. It's impossible. I will try to get the car as soon as I can on a different test drive, and I will test it on the highway at higher speeds, so we will understand a little bit better how it's handling. But overall it's just perfect. I mean, for speeds, I think up to 120 from my experience, the car will be just fine. And it's also pretty, it's rolling pretty nice, pretty silent, and it feels pretty solid. Even at high speeds, the car seems to stay on the ground very well, and that's important. That's important to feel like you can trust the car, like it's a stable car. Of course, with this 100 horsepower, it feels a little bit under power, at least when you drive at high speeds. But for this reason, it is other options, like the most powerful version, you can go for it. I recommend you if you drive most of the time on the city at high speeds. But if you drive in the city in traffic 80% of the time, I think this one is just perfect. You don't need more power than that, because you have more than enough power here. So even on the highway, it seems to be quite stable. I'm really curious about the consumption. Let's see. We have 5.4 liter consumption, and this is a brand new car. Normally after some miles over 5,000 kilometers, the consumption tend to go lower. And yeah, but for that reason you need to drive it a little bit more and more. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Activate it in this kind of traffic condition. You just activate the cruise control, the autopilot, and then the car will do the job for you, basically. We'll accelerate, we'll brake. As this guy want to come inside here, I will leave it. I want to be a good person today, just like that, and then I will just activate it again. Activate, and you can see right now the car, it will basically accelerate, brake, keeping the distance between the car in front and you. Look at this. This is something really interesting. You see, you have the auto hold activated right there on the screen, and the car, it's basically, you have to press the acceleration a little bit, and then it's restart the autopilot. Basically, you don't have an auto hold function here, but when the autopilot is activated, the cool part is that it will go to a completely stop plus activate the handbrakes. How interesting is that? I mean, if it's possible to have an auto hold for autopilot, why is not possible to have an auto hold for the handbrake? If some of you know about that, please tell me, because I'm really curious about this thing. So you can see one more time, it goes here, it goes to a stop, and then engage auto hold. So why is not an auto hold when the autopilot can do that? It's really interesting, this thing. But otherwise, man, I like the car. I really like the car. Probably if I will need a small city car, I will definitely look for a 208. 208, I think it's one of the best, and I like so much the steering wheel. It's so small, so easy, so light to drive it around. It's so cool. quality wise it's okay. Here you have some leather on the armrest, you have this armrest here that's you see you have to press the acceleration in order that autopilot to continuing driving, and when a car comes in front, autopilot sees it and you see it's just stop and still keep the distance, and there you can still see what happened with the energy in real time. And yeah, from here you can see also changing different views. Anyway, armrest, everything super comfortable for a small car like that. I think you have more comfort than you need. It's bright, it's nice. This is important. Great view. I'm happy that they bring this new multimedia system with a lot of good stuff here. Plus they have this digital screen that looks fantastic, and you can see so many informations there. Visibility seems to be pretty good around the windows, and all the good package are here. You have USB ports, you can charge your phone wireless here, it's optional. And the fact that you have this 6-speed automatic transmission, it's so convenient. In the city it's just perfect. I won't imagine driving a manual transmission in the city anymore. I mean, stay in this kind of traffic doing this all the time, it's so annoying. So energy consuming. I prefer to consume this energy for other stuff, but yeah, automatic transmission probably for me it's the way to go. Yeah, it's fabulous. Look at it. This is a crazy hard curve. I'm not going to let it roll here. I will take the control right now, but yeah, this is it. We have to go right here. Oh, when you press the acceleration a little bit harder, you start to hear a little bit the engine revving on. What we are in Eco mode. Let's go back to Eco. That's more silent. I really like it. What we'll have, the consumption 8.7 liter until now. 99999 trip 1. I was confused. 5.6 liter, 24 kilometers. 5.6 liter, not that bad with all this traffic. So write me in the comment, guys, how much do you think this car will consume with a pure petrol engine on the same trip? I'm really curious. Until now it has around 5.6. Yeah, 5.6. Tell me. And we will test it as well. I will get the pure petrol engine and I will test it also in the future. Consumption test will come soon on the channel, so stay close because that would be really interesting. So yeah, really interesting. And also probably I will do a consumption test with this car as well, only in eco mode, to see what will be the consumption if you drive just normal without too much accelerations and just rolling. But anyway, let's keep in mind that this car is brand new, so it needs a little bit of time. But in general, this sun killed my test drive today. This is so powerful. I barely see the stop sign up there. It's in the worst position ever there. And then I have to check out there all the time. But now you see, the great part is that in the city the petrol engine will completely stop, and when you roll with the electric motor. So in this moment, if you don't have the climatic system on, you don't use any energy, and that's super important for me. At least it's crazy good. You can see right now I have to hold the foot on the brake because it doesn't have the electronic handbrake function. Only if you set up the cruise control. If you set up the cruise control, then it will work. Now finally, no more sun in my face. Let's go out here. But it's so nimble. Let's go back to sport mode again. Try to accelerate a little bit if we have some time here. Ooh, nice. Man, it's nice. Didn't expect that for the brakes are so good, so smooth and nice. Wow, it holds so good. It holds so good. Wow, it's fun. I told you, it's fun to drive. Love it. Also the suspension are pretty good. Nothing to complain about the suspension, and nothing to complain about the driving feeling. It feels like you can turn it in small spaces without any problem. So the steering, it's light and nice. Let's put it in eco mode. And by the way, I want to show you one more thing. I don't have any parking place here, but you can put it in reverse and you can see the car come with a reverse camera. And the good part is that the reverse camera have such a good resolution, probably one of the best cameras, and I saw it on all the new Peugeot cars. They installed it there. You have also those active lines that help you park so easy and also map up the ground here. It's crazy useful. Love it. And also when you go in reverse, the car is driving in electric mode. You can see right there it's using the energy. So when you drive in parking lot in small spaces, it's basically using the battery, as long as you still have enough energy into the battery. So you go and drive, and again, right now the petrol engine is still on, but from time to time it's switching. The car will choose automatically for you when to switch. Right now it's switched to electric, so right now we drive only in electric mode. You hear it? Only electric. You go in reverse, only electric. Check this out. Parking lot, small speeds, pure electric. City driving, pure electric. Most of the time, if you have enough battery. That's awesome. Put it in park, electronic handbrake, and that's it. Man, was fun to drive. I'm definitely want to test all the versions, and I want to test also this car. I will do a few videos more. Let's see the consumption. It has 5.9 liter consumption, 25 kilometer. You see how I drive? From my point of view, it's pretty good because the car is brand new car. I don't think it has 100 kilometers, and it needs a little bit of time until it gets used with this system, and after 5,000 kilometers we'll have even less. And you just press this button, or maybe let's go a little bit forward. I want to put it a little bit forward like that. Put it in park, electronic handbrake, stop the system from here, and that's it. Super nice. It gives you also the information there on the screen, and 9% electricity. That's super nice, super interesting. That was the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get some useful information from here. It was really fun. I wait for so long time to test the Peugeot 208 hybrid version, full hybrid version, and finally I did it today, and I'm so happy that they bring this version, because I think people and the cities and also the cars manufacturers need these kind of full hybrids for efficiency and for emission, and also for economy, because you will have less emission in the city, you will drive more economical, and also you will drive more silent. And I'm excited. It's not as smooth as the one from Toyota, for example, but it's a pretty good system. It seems to be like when you already drive over 30 km/h, it makes the transition so smooth, so nice, you barely hear it. The transmission, it's quite nice link to those motors. It works really good. It's pretty silent. Sound insulation, you hear sometimes, maybe it was my impression, but I will give it a 7 from 1 to 10. Maybe it was the wind from the front, and then when I came back was much better, so I barely not hear it anymore. Comfort, it's fabulous. Visibility, it's great. Technology, it's great. Driving feeling, it's crazy nice. Suspension are super good. Yeah, it's a fun car to drive, and I think the price offer, it's pretty good from my point of view. And also it's crazy beautiful. I really love the design. It's so nice, and you have a lot of physical buttons, and yeah, it's a great car. Now guys, if you want to see the full review with the same car, I will have a separate video on my channel, so check it out. We will talk about technical data. I will try to explain you even more details there about the system, about the motor, about the car, interior, material quality, space, multimedia system, cockpit, and so on. So check out that video, it will be interesting. I will try to make a few other videos with the car because it's the first time today when I drive it. Right now with you, it's the first time when I drive it, and in the same time I try to understand the car but also give you the information about the car. So that was like a little bit hard for me and confusing, but then I understand a little bit better the car, and then I can deliver you better information in the next video. So yeah, was exciting. I hope you get some useful information from here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching my videos. If you want to see the car, test drive the car, buy the car, check out Emil Frey in Mosedorf. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen, so definitely check them out. They are super nice, and they have all the cars here. If you are in Switzerland, around Switzerland, they have a lot of models to choose from. Exciting to see this 208. I think it's a big step forward when it comes to hybrid system. I think it's a nicer look and a greater step forward for the technology, because we have this new multimedia system that's much better than before. So that was all. Stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.